The M100 is a great, simple to use mirrorless camera for those who are wanting to step up from their smartphone or compact camera. In this video, I'm going to take you through a couple of the basic features of the camera to help you get to know your new M100. So let's get started. One of the first things you may need to know is how to attach and remove the lens. So to do so, it's very simple. You just need to hold down this button here and at the same time twist the lens on and off. When attaching the lens, please make sure that you match up the little white circle on the lens to the white circle on the body of the camera. In this position here, the lens is locked away, which is a really safe way for traveling with the camera in a bag. To utilize the full potential of your zoom lens, you need to unlock it by using this lens retract button here and simply rotating the lens to utilize the full zoom here. Once again, if you want to pack that lens away, do the same thing in reverse. On the top of the camera, you can see how simple things are, which is really great about the M100. We have the on and off button, which is in the middle of our main mode dial, which really only has 3 key features. The first one is the automatic mode, which is really simple. It's an intelligent auto mode, and it will help to decide what your scene is as you point the camera to it. For example, if you're taking photos of people, it will automatically put it into portrait mode for you. If you're taking photos of a landscape, it will change it to landscape mode. So that's a really great, simple way to get you off on a good start with your new camera. The next mode down on the camera dial is the camera shooting mode. This will allow us to access the full range of shooting options that this camera has for you. And lastly, we have the movie mode. So when you want to take a little video recording on this camera, very simply move your top dial down into the video record. Now, when you're in the shooting mode here, to access the full range of manual shooting modes, you simply do so through the screen. When we press this dial here, you can see very simply on the back of the screen how easy it is to jump into one of the manual modes to one of the preset shooting modes that the camera has available to you. If you're shooting close-ups, you can just press the close-up button on the back of the camera. If you need to change this, simply press the icon on the top left-hand side of the screen, and again, you can quickly change into one of the other modes. On the top of the camera, you have your main shutter button. Now, to take a photo, we need to half press the shutter button down, fully press it down to take a picture. Around the outside of this, we have the control dial. This is a really quick and easy way for you to change some of the camera settings that are available to you. On the back of the camera here, we have the menu button. This is a really quick way for you to navigate through the shooting menu and also the setup menu, which is in yellow. You have the custom menu in orange as well. You'll notice that the menu options change depending whether you're in shooting mode or whether you're in playback mode. So here I've pressed the blue arrow to play back an image. When I press the menu button now, you'll notice that I have a full range of playback menu options available to me. Next to the menu button, we have this Wi-Fi button. This is fantastic for quickly sending your images between your camera and your smartphone. Make sure you check out the video in the link below to learn a little bit more about how to do that. Right next to your shutter button here, we have the movie record button. It's quite simple to start and stop a movie no matter what mode you're in. Even if you're shooting in a standard preset camera mode, for example, portrait, we can simply start and stop the movie recording simply by pressing this red button here. When you press the red button on the top of the camera, you'll activate the camera's built-in movie mode. You'll know you're recording a video because on the back of the camera, you'll see this little red dot with record written next to it. It'll also have a counter that's counting up how many seconds you've been recording for. To stop the video, it's very simple. Just press the red button on the top of the camera once more. The quickest way for you to navigate through all of the most commonly used settings on this camera is by pressing this button here, which is to activate the Q menu. By activating the Q menu, you can quickly jump between any of the options on the back of your screen. On the back control dial here, if you press the up key, you can then access your exposure compensation. This is a really quick and easy way for you to brighten or darken your images. To change the information that you see on the back of the screen, it's very simple to do. Just press the info button, which is located on the down key. As we toggle through this option, we can have a variety of different information screens appear to us. The flash button is located on the side of the camera. When we pop this button forward, the built-in flash automatically pops up. You'll notice on your right-hand key, you have an option here to turn the flash on or off. You can also manually close the flash to turn it off. To play back your images, simply press this little blue arrow on the bottom of the camera. When you do so, your images will pop up on the screen and you can simply use the camera's built-in touchscreen to navigate right or left to see your images. One thing that I love about this model is the pinch zoom. So if I want to see the detail in this image, I simply pinch to zoom in nice and close. If you need to delete an image, you can do so simply by pressing the little blue trash can. You'll notice that's also located on the up key. When we press the blue trash can, we have an option here to erase or to cancel. Another really excellent feature of this LCD screen is the very angle. I love that I can lift the screen up to change depending on what my subject is. If I need to take a group photo or even a selfie, I can simply flick the screen up so that I can see myself in the image. Otherwise, I can flick it down and change the angle and the perspective that I'm shooting from, which I really love about this camera. On the left-hand side of the camera, you'll notice a couple little ports are hidden away nice and safely. The first one, if we lift this flap up, contains a USB and a HDMI port. And the second one at the bottom is where you're going to put your memory card. To access the memory card, simply push on it. It's spring released, so it will pop back up. And to insert it properly, make sure it clicks down into place. On the other side of the camera, you have the built-in speaker. This camera does have a built-in microphone, stereo microphone for video recording, and a speaker for playback. On the bottom of the camera, you're going to notice three little things down here. The first one is the NFC logo. This is perfect for wireless connection. The middle one is your tripod port. So this is where we can attach the camera to little tripods. And the third one is our battery slot. So when we click this open, you'll notice that our battery can be inserted nice and neatly in the bottom of the camera. I hope this video has helped you get to know your new M100 a little bit better. Please make sure you see the next video in our series where I'll be talking about some of the more advanced features to help you get more out of your camera.